Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Are we on?
Yeah, if I could see the little.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. One Red Spring. Welcome. Box on. Okay, so we've got how many people in? We've got 4 coming in. 4. Okay. So a little bit different start today. We've got one red spring, box on lengthways. Catherine will be doing moves and I'll be talking you through it. We're going to come and sit on the box with the feet on the headrest. Welcome, welcome. Some people are just coming in now. Hello, hello. So we've got one red spring and the box on lengthways. Okay, so you're going to take your long loops into your hands. And you can either go right on the tips, or you can make it a little bit easier. You can hold sort of down onto the straps there, onto the ropes, and we're going to go into a roll back. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under, and you're going to roll nicely onto your lower back, and then you're going to stay scooped and tucked even on the way up. Okay, so you breathe in here, and then breathe out as you drop back. Okay, breathe in. And then breathe out as you drop back. It's a nice, easy, just movement through the spine, just to get going. Good, so scooping, tailbone tucking under, breathing out, rolling back. So it looks like you've got Nick, Hattie and Maud logged on. I'm sure Tash is with us as well. So good morning. If it's not Nick and it's Tracy, sorry about that. Good morning to you. One more of those. And then you're going to come all the way up and then you're going to sit nice and tall. And then you're going to hold where the sort of knot section of your rope is. And then you're going to go arms straight pulling. I'm going to do a little neck stretch here. So you're going to pull past your thighs, hold, and then turn your head and look over your shoulder, and then release the arms. So turn, and, one red spring, Maud, sorry. So any questions you have, you can just hop down and type it in, and then I will try and pay a bit more attention and get to the answers a little bit quicker. So just one red. Yeah, if you have any questions, just type away and let me know. So I'll try and give some options just in case anyone's sort of feeling a little bit sore or injured. It's not going to be too crazy today. And we will add a sort of stretch and tone class into the schedule, and maybe that will be midweek on the Wednesday, yeah, perhaps on the Wednesday, so it's a more sort of stretchy class. Hopefully some of you aren't too sore from Fiona's yesterday. Quite a tough one. Okay, so one more of those. And then you're going to put the long loops back. And then you're going to sit nice and tall, hands on the back of the head, and then you're going to side bend one way, come back in, side bend the other way. So one elbow down towards the box, and then swap. Breathing out, staying, really sort of press the head into the hands, so you're nice and tall. So you're not rounded as you side bend, but you're nice and tall. Okay, now put one hand down onto the box, onto the side, lift the other arm up, and then side bend and reach and hold. Side bend. And you're trying to anchor the opposite hip down on the box. So if your right arm is over your head, you're pushing your right hip down. Okay, swap hands. So up and over. and then reaching. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, so you're going to lie on your tummy, face the bar, hands on the top of the bar, legs straight, toes pointed, and the hands are on the bar, and you're going to press away from the bar, keeping the elbows slightly lower than your hands on the way in. Then breathe out, press away. Okay, so this is just, you're going to feel like it's just a shoulder press. And then going to keep the arms straight. And you're going to reach. You bring your chest through the arms as you come in. Lift the chest through the arms into extension, into swan, pressing off the front of the thighs, and then breathing out, dive down. So a nice stretch through your spine. 2 more like this. Come in. One more. Come in. And then on the next 4, you're going to come in and look over your shoulder at 1 foot. So over your shoulder at 1 foot. Good. And then come down. So you're going to feel like one shoulder sort of comes forwards and the other shoulder comes back a little bit as you look over towards your foot. So Catherine's coming in now, arms straight, looking over, now look, and then press away, dive down. And then 1 more, press the hands into the bar and over the other side, good. And then press away. Come on to all 4s. And then just cat-cow stretch here. So arch your back, tuck the tailbone under, round your body, and then let go of your spine. So you're just back to neutral, and then do it again. A big scoop, tuck, and then come down. Now, opposite foot away, right foot away, say, and left arm out. Now, can you balance from here? So your core's working hard just to keep you still. If you want to make it tougher, you can lift this back leg up and down. 8, 7, 6. If that's too hard, it's too early in the session to do that. Just put the hands down on the box. Just do the back leg. 3, 2, 1, and come in and then swap. So the one leg is back, the other arm is reaching forwards, and then that leg is going to move up and down. And you're really reaching that back leg long. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Cat stretch here. It's a big scoop, big arch. And then let go. 1 more. And let go. Good. Okay, so we're going to come and switch to a blue spring. So just 1 blue. Okay, and then you're going to turn around and face the other way. Sit tall, feet down. Take the short straps in the hands, cross them over. And then you're going to pull wide, sitting nice and tall. Okay, so you'll know already whether that's too easy. And if it is too easy, you could add a yellow spring. So you've got blue and yellow. And you're trying to do this without throwing your arms back. So your eyes are fixed forwards. And you're feeling like, imagine had a sort of tennis ball between your shoulder blades here. And you were trying to squeeze that ball with your shoulder blades at the back there. And your arms are wide. And when you bring your hands back to the beginning, collarbones are wide here. So you bring it back to there, not to here. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to make that a little bit more tricky. Put the long loops back and keep them crossed, and then come onto one knee. So you're going to have one foot at the side, and you're going to be on one knee. So right foot here, and one knee, and the left foot hanging off the back. Okay, so we're going to do the same move as you've just done, but this is a bit more unstable. And Catherine loves her balance exercises. If you've got massive feet, then you can move the box to the side slightly to get your huge tennis bats onto the side of the platform. Okay, ready? Pull wide, knuckles to the back of the room. It's not because she's got big feet. It's because she's got really high arches. So she's right on the edges of the feet and she puts them onto this side of the carriage. Which basically means she only feels like she's literally got her big toe and part of her heel resting on the side. Plus she's got big 4, so this is just an unstable, a bit more of your core is having to work here rather than being sat down. Good. And then hold wide. So you're just going to hold it here and lock it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You're then going to uncross it, stay on your knee, hold a bit further down the ropes, arms straight, and this is going to be a lot easier. Arms straight, pulling. Breathe in here and then breathe out as you, and you're really trying to keep those arms straight. And as your hand passes your thigh, you're going to feel like the back of your arm kicks in as you send it back. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so if your right foot is on the side, you're going to now put the right foot in the long loop, put the left one back. If your left foot is at the side, your left foot goes in the long loop. So you lasso it on. If you're tall, the knees are further back. If you're shorter, then your knees are sort of 3/4 of the way up along the box. You're standing into your arms, so the upper back here is nice and smooth. Give me a wingy shoulder blade. Give me a wingy shoulder blade. Okay, so that's a wingy shoulder blade, nasty, horrible shirt is creased. Now press up here, and you can now see this is nice and smooth. So that's where I want you. From there, you're now going to kick this right leg behind you, breathing out, and then bend the knee to come in. The knee almost touches the box, and then breathe out, reach. So you're staying in neutral, the leg is reaching towards me, and then coming back in. You're standing into your arms, the neck is long, no tension in the neck, eyes on the end of your reformer, not looking up. So this is a single leg kick. Our core's working hard, shoulders are working hard. It isn't just a glute exercise. Okay, now hold the leg straight. Now the leg is going to come down by the side of the box. And if this hurts your wrist too much, then you might want to try out forearms. You can do the move, and it gives your wrist a little bit of a break. So that's an option for you. Just come onto your forearms. And if you're finding the spring too much, if you're on a blue-yellow, then you obviously just come down to a blue. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then you're going to take that loop out and put it back. So we're going to, before we do the other leg, we're going to come into that kneeling position where you do a wide pull. So Catherine's just moving the box over to the side so she can get her tennis racket down onto the side of the box. We're going to cross the straps over, and we're going to go into that wide pull again. You're nice and tall, so it's a bit unstable. So you don't want to go too quick as you pull here. You're nice and tall. You're not throwing the arms. It's the same pace back, same pace forwards. You're pressing into the foot that's on the side of the carriage and the knee as you pull to give you the power to pull those arms wide. So these straps are crossed. You've got 3 more. 3 more to hold. 2 and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Uncross them, stay in that position and then pulling with straight arms. So if you want to make it tougher, you could reach down and grip down past your loops. There might be a knot there on most of your reformers. And you're just, you know, holding it lightly. You're not sort of gripping really hard with those hands. If you want a blue spring, that's easy. You could almost go to thumb and finger here and pull. And then arms straight. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then you can just pop the loops back while you get into position. We'll keep hold of the other loop. So preference going left foot in, you did a right foot last time, so left foot's in now, into the long loop, hands at the front of the box. Standing into the arms, and then the first move is a kick. So as she reaches, her back leg is no higher than her hip. And she's just trying to create length as she presses it back. So pressing it back. So obviously most of you know this, it's just there's a new person who's joined us today. So we normally do this where we can see everybody, but on a Friday we do it as a webinar, so you can only see me, I can't see you. And then we can record it. And then if you're with other people in the house who want to have a go, they could do this exact class later or maybe tomorrow. Okay, so it'll be recorded and then we'll send you the link so you can go and do this again. Okay, and then let the legs sweep down by the side of the box. Okay, so the knee almost passes the other knee, and then behind you, reach up straight. 5 more. 5. 4. 3. Sweeping that leg. 2. Sweeping that leg. 1. Okay, and then down. So take the strap off. Come down, hop it on, step down, and then twist your box to a short box. So it's still touching the shoulder rest. And then we're going to come to a seated position facing the bar. Then reach behind you. So it's the same spring as you're on. Short loop is harder than long, your choice for offering. To start with, we're going to go offering, breathing out, sitting tall. Think about the move starting from here. Starting from deep in your core as you breathe out and press away. Elbows are in tight to the body. So breathe in here, breathe out, reach. Okay, you're now going to hold your arms out, turn the palms to face each other, soften the elbows, and then go wide for hug a tree. So you're sitting tall, bringing fingers together, and then out wide. Now there's no swaying with your body. You can see the posture here, absolutely upright, neutral spine, And the hands don't go behind you. Don't allow the hands to go behind you. Keep them out in front of you. And then breathe out. Again, you're thinking about this move starting from deep inside here somewhere. Now, 2 more. 1 more. And then we're going to do 1 of each. You're going to do 1 offering and then go out wide for hug tray. So 1 forwards, then out wide. Bring it back together and then in. Forwards, out wide, in, back, forwards, out wide, in and back. 1 more time. Forwards, out wide, in and back. Good. Put those long hips on the peg. And then from there, you're just going to lean forwards and make sure just on 1 blue for this, if you were on blue, yellow. Hands on the bar. Toes down, heels against the box. So you're into an icebreaker. Push up into a plank. So either knee stretch or icebreaker. Breathing out as you press away. Breathing out. So your arms are straight and strong. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in, sit down onto the box, and then shake. Shake it off. Shake it off. Good. Okay, so we're now going to put the yellow spring on for me. That's 1 yellow, so just take the. And if you have your rings, let's take your rings in your hands. It's good. And then stand on your platform, facing the bar. Okay, so put the right leg behind you, down on the carriage with your heel up. And then you're going to press away into a lunge. And then stand up. So the back leg is straight, the front leg is going to bend, and you're going to press your heel into the platform to come up. Now, if anyone wants to go extreme on this, a couple of you have been doing reformer for many, many years, you can put this right foot onto the edge of the box here with your heel up. Now this is going to send your weight forward, so be careful, it's going to feel very different. And as you come in, you won't be able to bring the box in as much as you did before. Okay, and then you're going to go forward with the arms, and then bring the hands into the chest. Forwards, and then into the chest. Sit forwards, and then in. Forwards, in, and hold. And then from there, keep the ring still, and then just back leg only scooter. For 8. So it changes things up there on the box. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You can put the ring down if it's too much on the head, on the shoulders or neck. And then hold still. Now from there, you're going to turn over your knee, over. So if your left leg is forward, you're turning left, and then bring it back into the center. We're going to do 5 of these. Over your knee, and then back into the center. So if your left leg is forward, you're turning left. So we're going to go 3, back in, turning, breathing out. 2, and back in. 1 more. 1, back in. Bring the carriage in carefully. Roll the shoulders and down and swap legs. So the other foot, so remember it can be against the carriage or it can be on the box. And then you're going to drop down and then stand up. drop down, and stand up. So the arms are straight, and then they come into the chest. So breathing out wherever feels good, so as long as you keep breathing on this one. And remember, you're pressing into that front heel to bring you back in. So we have 4, 3, 2, and then hold down, and then scooter, so back leg only. For 8, 7, breathing out, reach. 6, 5, 4, 3, arms reaching. 2, and then hold still. And then if your right leg is forward, you're turning right with your ring and chest and head if you can, which will balance like here. It's not a big turn, and you're going to breathe out as you turn. That's going to help you rotate. 3, 2, and 1, and come in. Good, and then feet together. Good, shake. So we're now going to come into side splits. So if you just put one foot. Now if your foot is kind of towards the box, almost touching the box, it's going to be a little bit harder. If you want to make it easier, your foot is right at the start of the carriage. Arms forwards. As you go out, you're going to raise your arms up. As you bring your feet in, your arms drop down. Now you're going to squeeze the ring at the top of that side split and then squeeze it in front of your chest. Little side splits, and then both feet are working to bring the carriage in. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, so now bring the ring into your chest. Squat, go into a squat position. Now all you're going to do is press away from the foot that's on the platform, come out to here, your right foot. And then you're going to bring the carriage back into where you were, staying low. So you press away and then bring it in. Now the left leg is going to, Catherine's left leg is going to stay at the same angle, and she's going to use the right foot to drag her back to the start. You can pull and push the ring, keeping it close to the chest. Okay, 1 more. Now bring it back to the beginning. And now from there, you're going to have the ring over your head, and then you're going to reach up, breathe out, press up, reach up, and then come down into a squat, and then over your head. So it's hard to keep the ring that high, and then reach up. I'm not trying to make you look stupid, honest. Okay, just it's hard to keep the hands back here. It's amazing the flexibilities those powerlifters have. And they've got all that weight behind their head, and they're down in this position. So if you're struggling just with a ring, keep it there. Then you've just got a little bit of shoulder mobility issues to get the hands back here. So you need to do some movements for your shoulders, which we'll do a stretch class on Sunday, just on the mat, so perhaps try that out, 11 o'clock. Some good shoulder mobility work in there. Okay, and then come in, and then feet together, and then turn around face the other way. One foot is on the platform, and then the hands are going to go up and down. So breathing out, and then both feet working to pull you in. Good. Even our sticks are logoed. No stopping us. Might not have a business, but we've got a logoed stick. Good, arms up above your head, breathing out. And then both feet working to come in. And then we're going to crouch down low. And we're going to go into that kind of squat to speed skate and move. So starting the squat, press out, and then staying low, you bring it back in, using the foot that's on the platform to pull you back into the beginning. And you can just take that ring in your hands and sort of pull and push that ring so that you're feeling your chest muscles work as you push, the biceps, chest, and as you pull it wide, you're going to try and think about the muscles in your back, pulling it wide. Even when you push it though, could you keep the collarbones wide? So you're not pushing it like this, but this is wide as you push here with your hands. Okay, and then go into your squat press move. So hands up, drop down, and then reach. Okay, so the pelvis is behind you when you sink into your squat, and then you reach up towards the ceiling. If you've got a low ceiling, then you obviously can't do this move. You just have to put the ring down and just do the squat on its own. All 3, 2, and 1. Good. Face the box and then throw the ring on the floor. And then forearms on the box. And we're going to come out into plank to hike. So you're going to lift your hips up as you come in. And then go out. Now as you come out, the shoulders are over the elbows and the neck is long. And to bring it in, I want you to scoop up into your belly. So really pick up the belly button to use them. So don't use the elbows to drag the box in. Try and use your core muscles to move the box and lift the hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, rest the knees, and then from there, just come on to kneeling, roll the shoulders, and then ear to shoulder stretch, ear to shoulder, so you're just kneeling, ear to shoulder. Push the arms forward, head between the arms. Arms up, reach up. And then we're going to go into plank saw. If you want to go extreme on this, your feet can be on the foot bar. Be careful of that. So the toes are on, heels are high, whether that's on the platform or the bar, and then you're just going to move a few inches through your shoulders. So notice how Catherine's, the rest of her body isn't moving. It's just the arms working. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then careful if you're on the bar, coming in, and rest. Okay, so we're going to put the bars down flat and put all the springs on. So we don't have the courage to move, basically, so the springs are coming on to the maximum support. Now, if you're tall, so Nick, Mark, tall people, the box can go between the shoulder rest and this post. So it's just in that gap. If you're short, you don't have to move the box. Then you're going to sit on the box facing that way. You're going to put your feet under the foot strap in front of you. And short box series. You're going to tuck your feet underneath, and you're going to feel like you're sitting tall to start with. So you're high up on your sit bones. Now to start with, you're just going to have your arms out in front of you, and you're going to go into your roll back where you tuck the tailbone under, and your legs can go straight and even float in the straps like this. You see how Catherine's heels are off, but she's pushing up into these straps. Now, as she comes back up, the legs just bend and the heels just drop down, and then she's sitting up nice and tall again. So tuck the tailbone under, legs are now straight, and then as she comes back in, bend the legs, and then come and sit nice and tall. So this little core exercise, short box series, but you're feeling your feet, legs long and straight, scoot. Good, so you're breathing out as you go down, so breathe out. Now hold here, breathe in, and now breathe out as you come up. Good. Breathe out. Hold, and then come back up. Okay, so we're going to do flat back now. So you're going to have your hands across your chest. The back's going to be dead straight. You're not going to send your legs away straight. You're just going to feel like you lean back and come back up. And then come back up from there. So it's really not, you're not going back too far. So Catherine's coming back to this position, that's enough, and then coming back up. So you're trying to keep your back straight. That means your gaze will go from eye level up towards the ceiling as you go back. So the flat back move. 3 more. 3. 2. And 1, come back up. All right, so now we're going to go into our roll back again. What we're going to do though is we're going to slightly go to one side of the body. So as you go back, you're going to shift your weight to one side of your pelvis. Then you're going to come back up. And then you're going to go to the other side. Now, the opposite leg is going to be straight. So as you go back to your right side of your pelvis, your left leg is straight. Then you come back up. And then you go to the left side and the right leg is straight. And you just feel like you're leaning or tilting to one side. So now could you feel like you're coming onto one side of the pelvis, but somehow the head was in the center? So you're breathing out. So it's a really subtle shift as you go back. So breathe out as you sink. You're staying scooped and tucked on the way down and on the way up. It's only the last second that when Catherine comes back, she sits up nice and tall and starts all over again. 1 more. Breathing out. And relax. Good. Now keep the right foot in and spin your hip to the side, and you're tucking this foot in on top of the box. So now this is going to feel really, if you're really tight in your hips, sitting like this is going to feel uncomfortable. So you can really bend this leg, okay, that's here, okay? And the foot, the toe is up so it doesn't come out of the strap. Hands on the back of the head. You're going to breathe out, and as you go over the side, this leg catches you, it's straight, and you're going to feel it stretch through the side of the body. And then you're going to bend that leg, and that's going to help pull you in, and you're going to sit up nice and tall. So you're going to breathe out, and your body's in the center of the reform. Imagine that's a pane of glass, and you're moving up and down that pane of glass. And you breathe in as you come out. So you breathe out as you go over. Now, if you want to make this tougher, You can get over here, stop, rotate your right shoulder towards the floor, looking at the floor, rotate back, and then come back up. So we'll do 4 of those. So you go over, you rotate, unwind, and then come back up. We're going to do 2 more. We go over, rotate, come back up. And on this last one, we're going to come over and hold and stretch and put both hands on the rails facing the floor. And you're going to use your hands to support your body weight, and you're just going to go and flop over, keeping your right leg in. You're going to feel a great stretch down the side of the body, and you can move your shoulders around to where it feels good. And hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to push yourselves up. And then switch your feet. So if you switch your feet first, and then the other leg is in, and your hands are on the back of the head, and then you're going to breathe out, and then go over. So this leg is straight, and as Catherine comes back up, it bends, and then she sits up nice and tall. So you breathe out, go over, and then come back in. Breathe out, go over. Come back in. Breathe out, go over. Breathe out, go over, come back in. And on this one, go over and hold. So take the hands onto the rails and then have a lovely stretch through the side of your body. Hold for 6, 5, it's a good stretch through your side, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push yourself up. Well done. Okay, so unhook yourself and then go to no springs. So you definitely want to mat for this. Now you're on no springs, so just be careful as you step down and grab your ring. You could come to kneeling facing this way. So if you haven't got a mat for this platform, you're going to have to get a towel for your right knee and put it under your right knee. So keep the carriage in while you get yourself in place. So this is unstable. So we've got no springs on, and it's going to work your inner thighs. So your arms are just going to go out stretched, and you're going to bring the knees in and out. Squeeze the ring here, and squeeze the ring here. Squeeze the ring here, and squeeze the ring there. Okay, now we're going to take the arms over your head for 4. So reach up, 1, and in, 2, and in, 3, and in. And on this next one, you're going to go and hold. Then take the arms out in front of you, keep the knees wide, and rotate left, and then bring it in. So towards your box, whichever way you're facing, towards your box. 2, 3, just do 5, 4, 5, bring it all the way in. Good. Let's step down carefully. We'll do the same on the other side. So hold on to the box while you get into position. Arms out in front of you, kneeling side splits. Okay, so you're using both knees to drag that carriage in, and the head is staying in the middle of your knees at all times. You can take that ring above your head as you go out, and then drop down. Good. And you're then going to hold. Take the arms out in front of you, and you're going to turn towards your box and breathe out and rotate for 5. Bring it in. Breathe out. 4. And in. Stay nice and tall in your spine. Imagine someone's picked you up by your hair and pulled you up toward the ceiling. And then I think that's one more. And then bring it all the way in. And then you're going to put your ring down. And then spin your knees, so both are on the platform and your elbows are on the box. Okay, so you're now on nose springs, and you're just going to push, actually, if you're tall, what you can do, if you have moved that box, that can come back towards you. Yeah, the elbow's just gone. So you're going to push the box away, and then from there you can also push the arms away. And then bring it all the way back in. So if that's too much, just keep the elbows under the shoulders. So you could just stay there and then bring it back, or you can reach and bring it back. So you're getting a nice straight line through the body, but this part of your spine isn't flying forwards. You've got to feel like maybe you've picked your belly button up an inch or 2. Okay? So as you breathe out, you've picked your belly button up. And then you bring the carriage back in until it softly touches the beginning. You go out, and then you can reach. Big core move. Out, and reach, and bring it in. One more. Out, and reach, and bring it back in. And then step back. Good. Now for the next move, put one yellow spring on. We're going side plank. Catherine's going to put her left elbow on the box and put her right foot in front of her left on the platform, and then come out and hold position here. Now you can either have the hand on the box for support here, or you can take the hand away. From here, you're going to bend the knees to pull yourself back in, and then breathe out, press away. The elbow stays under the shoulders. There's a nice line through arms, shoulders here. 2. The top leg's in front of the bottom leg. 3, and the hip stays high, it doesn't drop. 4, just going to do 8. 5. 6. 7, one more, 8, hold still, 8, 7, 6, 5, yeah, it's a surprise hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, knees collapse down gently, and then you can just shake off that shoulder. If you want to, you can take that, so Catherine's left elbow was on, so just take her left arm underneath the body, pulling across, and then just release and just shake it off. Okay, I'm going to do the same move on the other side. So she's now going to put her right elbow on. The top foot is in front of the bottom foot on the platform. And then the other arm reaches out, or it can be just on the box for a bit more support. We've got 8 little side icebreakers. 2. Breathing out. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to go here and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, knees down, facing the box. So then we're just going to shake the shoulders and take the other arm across the body. Have a little stretch here. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the box is going to come off, and we're going to go red, yellow, spring. Okay, and then we're going to line the backs with the head on the headrest. Okay, so hug the knees into the chest. Okay, so leg up in, legs stay up in there. So what I want you to do is come into single leg stretch. So if you haven't done this on the mat before, you're going to maybe shuffle away from the shoulder rest, come up nice and high and grab one knee. Elbows are wide. And then you, from here, the other leg is at 45 degrees, then you swap legs and breathe out. Now you see how far you can get that thigh into the chest. Breathing out. So you see on my leg there, I've got the gap. I can't really get it any closer. Catherine's right into that, knee is right into the chest, wherever you can get to. And you're pulling that shin into, and the elbows are wide, and you're breathing out, and you're high in the chest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down, grab the short straps. So you're now going to do arm circles. So you're going to start with your arms by your sides, and then you're going to lift up, and then around, and then into your hips. Now you have a choice. You can keep your head down and do arm circles, or on the way round, you're going to lift your chest and head up and look at your knees. And nice strong breath out with your belly button going the other way. So your belly button gets closer to your spine as you breathe out. But your spine is long, so you're not tucking your chin in. You're trying to keep your spine long and your head long as you come up. From here, you're going to come and stay up high, or you can keep your head down and just bring your hands in and out. If your chest and head is up high, we're now going to just stay high and pull your hands in. 4, 3, and then we're going to 100s. 2, as we're up here anyway. 1, and ready? 100. So pump the arms up and down. So it's a really short, sharp, powerful movement from your shoulder joint. It's not a flappy wrist move. And it's high. Now, if it's too much on your head or neck, put your head down and do the same move. If it's too easy, legs straight into teaser. The arms, the hands are a little bit above the thigh. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down, everyone. Tricep press. Oh yes, here we haven't finished. Finally, we get a little bit of whinging. We get a reaction. Okay, so we're going to send the little finger towards your foot bar as you send the hands down. I mean, we might be getting a reaction from you guys as well. You could be swearing your heads off at me. I wouldn't know. So you're just lengthening, you're somehow lengthening your arms as you send the finger towards your foot bar, reaching 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest the feet and keep hold of the straps. So last move, yes, long loops go over your feet. Long loops over your feet. So we're just going to do some leg work and then go into long spine, and then we're going to stretch off. So tailbone stays down. Breathe in on the way up, and then breathe out on the way down. Holding neutral spine, so there's a little curve in your back. The light space in your back. Tailbone is heavy, back of your rib cage is heavy. And it depends on your flexibility as to how high those legs go before you press them down. Okay. Now from the top, you're going to go into a leg circle. You're going to go around. And then feet together. Good, so circle around and then feet together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then heels together, toes turned out, frog legs. So bend the legs, press away. 5, 4, 3, reach those legs long, 2, hold those legs straight, and then long spine. So long spine is straight legs. You're going to feel like the hips come off the carriage and then they reach up towards the ceiling and using your arms for support, arms along. And then legs straight, rolling down slowly through your body. And when your bum touches the carriage, you send your legs down towards the foot bar. So now the further, so it's quite hard on red, yellow spring. If you're wondering why this is so hard, it's because the springs we have on, it's a light spring. If you want to make this easier, you just put a blue spring on, so you're red, blue, yellow. That's going to help you get your hips off the carriage. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you'll feel like the feet are over your head a bit more. So you're back here more, and then up. And now roll down. If you want to make it really hard, keep the feet in front of your head, almost over your hips. So the further they are over here, the harder it is. And then it's really hard to roll down, have that nice ripple effect through your spine as you come back down. Okay, last move. Good. Come all the way down. Well done. Okay, so bend the legs and take the left one out only. Left one. The left foot now is going to go onto the edge of the platform here with your heel against this and this leg straight. So, all right, now this leg is in the loop. Soften the knee a little bit and take it back towards the face. Stretch, keep this leg straight. Yeah, so you can pull on this strap. So we've got a little stretch on the back of the thigh. Now you're going to press your foot forwards and pull back on the strap at the same time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, breathe in, into your belly, and now breathe out through your mouth. In through the nose, into your belly, breathe out through the mouth. And now let the right leg, or if your right leg is in, drop it out to the right. If your left leg is in, drop it out. Now you can hold the shoulder rest and try and keep this hip down as that leg drops out. Again, breathe into your belly, breathe out. And then you're going to pull the leg over to the other side. You can soften the knee a little bit, swap hands, and you've got a little stretch on the outside of your hip as the leg comes across. And you're kind of moving that strap around wherever you want to feel a little bit of a nice stretch around your either kind of hip, lower back, outside of your thigh. Okay, so if you take the foot out and then put it back against with your heel down, chuck the other loop away, grab the other leg, and you should be able to keep the heel down against this platform while you do all that changing around. You're now going to press this foot into the strap and pull back at the same time for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then from there, let it drop out to the side. Thank you, Nick. And we will email the link so that Tracy can watch it and do the class later or tomorrow, or whatever she likes. So there's a little inner thigh stretch. We're trying to keep the other hip down and then take it up and over the other side. You can soften the knee a little bit and you're feeling a stretch around the outside of your hip. Okay. And then take the foot out. Good. Put the loop back. Come and sit on the side of the carriage. Just bring yourselves up. Hands on the edge, one arm up. And then side bend over here. Good. And then that hand down. And then this other arm up. Reach up and over. So I'm going to add the, I'll change the Wednesday class to sort of a stretch and tone class. There'll just be more stretches involved. That'll be a Wednesday at 2 o'clock. And then roll the shoulders. And like I said, this will be recorded and then we'll send it out as a link and then anyone can watch this anytime you like. Thank you very much. Good work. Thanks for joining us today. Have a good evening. Don't party too hard. And we'll see you
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
What day is tomorrow?
Saturday. Yes.
Well, just
won't see you on the
11
reformer.
o'clock.
Yes, or I'm doing a HIIT class at 11. I hate teaching HIIT. If you want to see me in pain, then 11 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, jump around. 30 minutes of jumping around and then like a 20-minute stretch. Good. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Maud. Well done all. See you soon. Take care.